Hey, what's going on? Zach Crawford here, and in this video we're going to be covering the 7 reasons why people fail to build a successful affiliate marketing business. Now, I'm going to give you a fair warning. I'm not the type of guy that's going to fluff you up. I'm not going to tell you things are going to be easy, it's going to be fast, it's going to be simple. There's plenty of people on YouTube that's going to tell you that kind of stuff because they have something they want to sell you. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. When I started my entrepreneur journey 7 years ago, I followed a lot of the people that told me things would be easy. I followed a lot of the people that told me everything is going to be fast, it's going to be quick, I'm not going to have to put in a whole lot of work, and this system's going to make it so much easier. And because of this reason, I struggled and failed for a long time. I was stuck in this mindset of looking to get rich quick, looking to do the least amount of work, looking to be lazy and make tons of money. And it wasn't until I actually started to learn to think like a strategic entrepreneur and learn the difference between things like long-term versus short-term thinking, which we'll talk about in this video, that I actually started to see success. Once I rewired my brain up here, I actually went on to create over 7 figures in commissions and just affiliate marketing alone, not to mention several other successful businesses. But it wasn't until I learned how to think properly. To build a successful affiliate marketing business, you're going to have to believe in yourself, you're going to have to overcome many challenges, you're going to have to be consistent when everybody else wants to quit, and on top of that, you're going to have to battle yourself and face your inner demons on a daily basis. This is the very reason most people will never cut it in business. When things actually get tough, they're going to throw up their hands and quit. However, if you learn to change your thinking, you learn to focus on the things I'm going to teach you in this very video, you can level up both your life and your business rather quickly. So with that being said, let's jump into the 7 things that actually stop people from building a successful affiliate marketing business. Okay, so reason number 1 is they have unrealistic expectations. So this is one of the biggest problems I see. People start their affiliate marketing business and they think that they're going to be able to get the type of results of people like myself and other people they see doing very, very well. And they think basically they're going to get rich quick. And the problem is they have no skills, no experience, and absolutely no time in the game. And they think that they're going to be able to make and duplicate our results in just 30 days. You know, I used to actually be one of the people that was contributing to the problem, right? I used to actually share my income screenshots. I would show what I was making daily, show what I was making monthly. And this was like years ago until I realized I was kind of setting people up for failure. And when it really hit me is when I would just get over and over and over again, I would literally get people coming to me and saying, Zach, I'm going to make $50,000 in the next 30 days. The thing is, if you're just getting started, you should not be setting goals like I'm going to make $50,000 in a short period of time. In fact, what you should be doing is setting goals like I'm going to make my first $1, then my first $100, then my first $1,000, and so on. Those are the type of goals you should be aiming for. You shouldn't be looking at other people and comparing yourself when you're at level 0 and they're up here at like level 100 and saying, I'm going to do the same thing in the next 30 days. And what you actually need to do is set a realistic goal. So what I teach people to do is focus on creating a $3,000 to $5,000 per month income. And the reason I choose this amount is it will pretty much take care of everybody's bills and their needs. Now, obviously, some people have bigger expenses, but for the most part, $3,000 to $5,000 per month will allow you to quit your job and focus on this full time so you can actually reach those levels of $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 per month and so on. When you set these crazy expectations to make these huge amounts of money and you've not even made your first dollar yet, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for lots of disappointment and a big letdown. You cannot compare yourself to somebody who's been in business for 5 to 10 years and expect to duplicate the results in your first 30 days. Like, it's just not possible. I don't care who tells you it is. If you want to be able to create the type of results you see myself and other people doing, you're going to have to put in the time, you're going to have to dedicate yourself to learn skills, you're going to have to make sacrifices, and you're going to have to constantly be obsessed with getting better. The reality is you're never going to get rich quick. In fact, what you should be focusing on is getting rich slowly. Now, I know that's not sexy, it's not what you want to hear, and it's not what most people tell you, but I want you to understand that a business is built brick by brick, skill by skill, day by day, month by month, year by year, and it's all about consistency. The more you focus on being consistent, the better you focus on getting with your skills, the better you focus on delivering value to the actual audience that you're serving. What's going to happen is year by year, your life and your business is going to level up, and eventually you become the person you want to become and you build the business that you want to build. Okay, so reason number 2 people fail with starting an affiliate marketing business is they're not willing to invest in themselves. So this is a big problem I see as well. So basically, people just don't want to put up money. They want to do everything for free. And the thing is can you actually start an affiliate marketing business for free? Yes, you can, but the trade-off is you're going to be investing an insane amount of your time in order to get a result. And it's not going to be nearly the result you will if you actually invest money up front in order to fund your business. Every single business model you get into is going to have some kind of operating cost or ongoing expenses, and you're going to be in the negative for a while. You're going to be putting money out before you actually see a return. There isn't a single business you're going to get into that's going to allow you to avoid spending money. You know, if you were going to start like an offline business, let's say like a restaurant, you're going to spend $100,000 just to get the doors open. If you were going to do like a physical product business, like say Amazon FBA or Shopify, you're going to invest in money and inventory in your product before you can ever even see if the product is going to sell. I want you to realize that when you're the kind of person that's complaining that you have to invest money to make money, you're prolonging your success. A common thing I see consistently in this industry is people saying that anybody that sells courses on how to do anything in business is a scammer. And I find this incredibly amusing. These type of people want to actually learn how to do business. They want to learn how to make money on the internet. They want to learn how to be successful from somebody that's already done it. Yet they don't want to invest any money. They want the people to spoon feed them the answers, give them everything for free, yet they want to be able to make money themselves. Rather funny. So this reminds me of a recent experience I had where somebody come to me, and if you don't know, I actually have my own affiliate program. I promote affiliate products. And the person come to me and said, Zach, I love all your content. I love the affiliate program you have and the amount of money I can make from it. It looks amazing. But can you give me the course for free because I'm in a tough spot? And I thought this was rather amusing when I think about it because of the fact that, okay, this person wants to make money, they love my products and want to be able to sell them, but they don't want to invest in themselves. So in other words, they want to be able to make money and draw, money from the atmosphere, from the universe, from other people, and they want to be able to put it in their bank account, yet they don't want to be able to spend $1 themselves. They want something for free, or basically they want something for nothing. This type of thinking is not going to work if you want to be an entrepreneur. The reality is, if you want to be successful in affiliate marketing or any business, you're going to have to make sacrifices. I'm not preaching to the choir here. When I actually first started, if you don't know my story, and you can go watch my documentary on the channel, I got hit by a drunk driver. I was $50,000 in debt, and I pretty much was working 80 hours a week at the post office until the point they started garnishing my wages. At that point, I quit, I gambled it, moved to the Philippines, and went after my dreams because I didn't really have another choice. It was either fight or flight mode at this point. But I did not make excuses. I did not complain. I didn't say I'm in a bad situation. Somebody help me and coddle me. I literally was freelancing. I was doing work out there for other business owners, learning internet marketing skills for other business owners. And at the same time, I was taking whatever little spare cash I had, investing it into my affiliate marketing business. And I was working on the affiliate marketing business in the after hours. So my point here is a lot of people have this mindset that they want something for nothing. They want to get the result. They want to make the big income that they see people like myself making, but they don't want to invest any money. This logic is just not going to work. I consistently see people making stupid decisions, like investing in the cheaper tool that they run their business, investing in the cheaper graphic designer to save $10, not investing in a course because they refuse to spend money to learn from somebody that's already done it and proven that they know what they're doing to help them get there faster. This type of scarcity mindset where you're afraid to invest money is not only going to cost you time, but it's going to cost you a lot of frustration, pain, and probably to the point that you want to give up. I value my time 100 times more, 1,000 times more than I value money. I want you to realize that you can always get more money. You cannot get more time. When I was broke, I was literally investing every single penny I had into learning from mentors, buying courses to level up my skills and learn from people that already achieved what I want to achieve. Now I dedicate $10,000 every single year to my marketing education to learn from new mentors to level up my skills. This year alone, I will be spending over $60,000 to join masterminds and get new courses to level up my knowledge. I want you to understand, if you want to get to the actual point of making the big bucks, you want to be able to have the lifestyle you see people do, you want to be able to create that successful business, you're not going to do it on your own. This isn't like one of those things where you can just kind of wing it. If you're serious about this, you want to learn from people that have already done what you want to do. They've already paved the path. They can look at what you're doing wrong and help you do it more efficiently, and it's going to save you time. And they're going to give you the skills and the knowledge you need to be able to fish on your own. And once you have those skills, you literally could lose everything and rebuild it because you don't lose the skills. So I want you to realize, yes, you can build an affiliate marketing business on a budget, but it's going to take you a lot more time, a lot more frustrations, a lot more obstacles to overcome. And at the same time, you're only going to get to a certain level. You're going to hit a wall. You're going to hit a peak, and you're not going to know how to go to that next level. And that's where investing in mentors and training and courses are going to help you to go to that next level. Okay, so reason number 3 people fail to create a successful affiliate marketing business is they're not willing to do the work. So we just got done talking about people who are not willing to invest money, but on the flip side, if you're not willing to invest money, you're going to have to invest a lot more of your time up front in order to create a successful business. However, most people are not willing to do the work either. I see so many people that do not have work ethic. They're looking for ways to cut corners to avoid actually having to do the work. Most people would rather spend their time, binging on Netflix, playing video games, hanging out with their friends, and doing all the fun stuff. The reality is, if you want to build a successful business, you're going to have to do the opposite of what 99% of people spend their life doing. If you have this fantasy that you think being a millionaire means that you're going to be driving Lamborghinis, living in mansions, traveling the world, and taking selfies of yourself on the beach to post on your Instagram, and basically trying to flex all day to convince people you're successful, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're going to see most of the millionaires that you're going to find. Like when you look outside of just making money online and people on YouTube and people on Instagram, and you look at big business tycoons, you're going to notice that most people don't drive supercars, they don't live in mansions, they live a pretty humble life, and they spend most of their time actually building the business over trying to convince people they're successful. You're going to find most really successful people are busy working their ass off and creating their empire. They're not focused on flexing on the gram. They're not focused on showing off on YouTube. They're not focused on showing off on Facebook. They actually love business. They literally live for this. They live to work. They live to actually get better. They live to impact other people's lives, and they're passionate about what they're doing. If you want to be good at business, you're going to have to learn to love business. I remember years ago when I was in the Philippines and I was broke as a joke, I was literally working 7 days a week, 15 hours a day, and I wasn't complaining one bit. I loved every single minute of that pain. I went through all the stuff because of the fact that I understood I had very little money to invest. I was in massive debt, and I knew that if I wanted to get what I wanted, I was going to have to work my ass off. I want you to realize one thing. Working hard is just bare minimum entry into the club. If you're the person looking to basically do no work, avoid all the hard stuff, and do easy methods and cut corners, you're probably not cut out for business. In order to be a successful entrepreneur, in order to be successful at affiliate marketing, you're gonna have to make massive sacrifices. That means sacrifices with your time, sacrifices with hanging out with your friends, sacrifices with doing fun things, and you're gonna have to replace it with learning to master skills, learning to level up your knowledge, learning to be more consistent, learning to get better at every single thing that you're doing. And you have to learn to love the process along the way. If you think that you're going to make millions of dollars online like I have with just a couple hours, you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're probably not going to survive. I know you probably don't like hearing this if you're that person, but I want you to understand business is not meant for the weak and the lazy. You have to want this bad. I mean, seriously, if you're wanting to be successful in affiliate marketing, this has to be one of your number one priorities. You have to be willing to work through the obstacles. You have to be committed. You have to be consistent. You have to have an absolute obsession to get 1% better for the rest of your life and love the process. I want you to realize that this is a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. So if you're trying to do this just a little here, a little there, and you're dabbling and you're not focused on mastery, you're probably never going to get to the top. Okay, so reason number 4 people fail to build a successful affiliate marketing business is they're not focused on mastering skills. They're basically just focused on making money. That's all they're operating by. I want to make money, I want to make money, I want to make money. And what I can tell you is one of the most important, or I should say the hardest lessons I had to learn in my entrepreneurship career is that when I'm focused on only making money, I almost never make money. So if you actually want to make a lot of money, you first need to understand the concept of making money. Money is simply an exchange of value. Basically, if you want to make money, you need to get that money from someone else. So if you want to get that money from someone else, that means that they need to value what they're buying in return more than the money they actually have that they're spending. So when you truly understand this, you understand that if you want to make a lot of money, you need to add a lot of value to the world. So in other words, if you want to make money, you need to acquire skills that will allow you to make that money. And what I can tell you is for myself personally, the biggest mindset shift I had in business was realizing that when I actually solve a problem, or the bigger the problem I actually solve, the more money I actually make. So to get money, what you really need to do is you need to focus on acquiring skills that's going to allow you to get that money. And what I've really learned over the course of my career, and the biggest mindset shift I've had in business, is to realize that in order to make money, I need to solve problems. And the bigger problems I solve for other people, the more money I make. Now, the great thing about affiliate marketing is that you do not have to always be the one to solve the big problem or to fulfill the desire that they're out there looking to actually have solved. That is the great thing about affiliate marketing. That's why it's a very great business to start, and you don't have to learn all the skills all at once in order to be profitable. With that being said, you still have to bridge the gap. What you're doing with affiliate marketing is you're taking somebody with a problem or desire and you're bridging the gap and helping them find the solution to that problem. With that being said, that doesn't mean you don't actually have to have skills to be able to do this. From day one, I realized that if I was going to be successful in this business, I was going to have to actually learn skills. So I focused on learning one skill at a time. In my early days, I learned things like blogging, search engine optimization, and building websites. Once I actually learned that, then from there I transitioned to video because I realized how powerful the medium is to actually get your message across and build an audience. Once I learned, actually doing videos, then I moved into things like copywriting, webinars, persuasion. Once I did that, I started moving into things like paid traffic and phone sales. I want you to realize that, even though I've made millions of dollars online by learning all these skills, one skill at a time, to this day, I'm still focused on acquiring more skills and getting better at the skills I already have. So if you actually want to create a successful affiliate marketing business, you can't just be focused on yourself and making money. And even working hard is not good enough. We've talked about that before, that working hard is just the bare minimum entry into the club. There's plenty of people out there working hard. You actually have to be hungry. You have to be hungry for knowledge. You have to be hungry for leveling up your skills. You have to be hungry for actually helping your marketplace and adding value to their lives. When I first come into this business, I was a me person. I was $50,000 in debt, as we talked about before. All I cared about was me. I wanted to make the money so I could live the lifestyle. I wanted to be able to buy things that I want to do. I wanted to be able to buy stuff for my family. And basically it was all self-serving. It wasn't until I actually started to learn to rewire my brain, because I studied from real entrepreneurs that are actually out there making a difference in the world, and I realized my real value, my real happiness, my real fulfillment in life come from actually leveling up my skills and creating. Building your affiliate marketing business is going to be just like playing basketball. If you're the basketball players out there only going at it because you want the trophies, you want the fame, you want the money, and all the people to think you're cool, you're probably not going to go very far. If you're the actual player that loves to practice, you thrive on getting better day by day, and you're actually doing this because you love to play the game, you're going to be the one that's at the top of the game. I want you to realize right now the online business world is becoming very, very fierce. The competition is becoming saturated every single day. Literally thousands and thousands of people are entering online businesses, whether we're talking about affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, Shopify, or becoming a coach. It's becoming very, very saturated. Now, I'm not telling you this because I want you to be scared and I want you to quit. It's actually a good thing if you look at it for face value. It's becoming saturated with 99% of those people being average, meaning they want the biggest result, they want to put in the least amount of work, they want to cut a lot of corners and look for loopholes. If you're the person that's willing to be the 1%, you're willing to focus on mastering the skills, you're willing to be consistent, you're willing to fight through the struggles and absolutely have no plan B, you can get filthy rich over the next couple years. Okay, so reason number 5 why people fail to build a successful affiliate marketing business is they're not focused on building assets. So affiliate marketing is hands down one of my favorite business models because you can make a lot of money and it's rather stress-free. With that being said, if you want to stand out and you actually want to make a lot of money, that means you got to treat it like a real business. Now, by building a real business, what I mean is actually building real assets. This means things like building a personal brand where you actually show your face, people know your name and they know things about you. Transparency is everything now. Building a website, social media channels, and building, most importantly, an email list of potential customers you can follow up with and stay in contact with. What most people are trying to do is what worked years ago, which is basically hiding behind their computer, using a pen name so nobody knows who they are, and running traffic to a sales page. That stuff used to work, but in 2019, it's not going to get you very many sales. In fact, you're going to get buried. So you got to actually care about the audience you're serving. You can't just focus on yourself, as I talked about before. You actually have to care about the audience you're serving, and that means adding value to their lives before money ever exchanges hands. In my opinion, creating a personal brand is absolutely necessary in order to actually thrive in this business model. Before you could actually hide behind your computer. That stuff used to work. When I started years ago, you literally could just send people to a sales page and they would buy. Now it's getting very, very fierce. People don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you. And now we have things like Yelp and social media where you can actually go look up your name and figure out who you are. So if you're not actually going out there creating content to deliver goodwill and add value to their lives first before you're leading them to a product to buy, it's going to be pretty tough. You also want to be building an email list so you can follow up, add more value to their lives, and also offer them additional products to buy from you in the future. In 2019, if you're not focused on building a community and actually serving your audience and helping those people and adding value to their lives, the reality is you're probably going to get buried by people that love the process and they're focused on actually creating content and actually establishing themselves as an expert in your niche. It's not enough anymore to get one-time sales. I want you to realize that a real business is not built on a one-time sell where you just send somebody to a sales page and hope you get lucky and make a sell. An actual real business is built on repeat customers. I have customers that have been buying from me for 7 years straight because I continue to preach the same message, deliver more and more value consistently, and I'm constantly focused on how do I serve these people. Now, here's the thing. Most people right now, if you've made it to this point, a lot of people are going to be like really intimidated. They're going to think, man, there's no way I'm going to do all this stuff. And if you're the person that's actually willing to do it, I want you to realize right now you have virtually zero competition. 99% of people that actually heard everything that I just said, they're not going to attempt even one thing because it seems like lots of work. And because of that, if you're willing to do that work, you're going to stand out. People are going to see that you're actually making the effort to help them. You're making the effort to create valuable content that serves them, and you're going to have virtually no competition. And by doing this, you're going to have a business that's going to be around 5 to 10 years from now, while the person that's focused only on getting sales, they're probably not going to be in business. Okay, so reason number 6 is people try to do and learn everything on their own. Now, this kind of goes back to point number 2 we talked about earlier, people not willing to invest. But a lot of times I see it from people too smart for their own good. In fact, they think they are so smart, they have all the answers to everything in life. They think they'll figure out everything on their own and they don't need other people's help. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I'm the brightest crayon in the box, to be quite honest. But I understand that it's stupid to think I have all the answers. Even to this day, I don't have all the answers. I'm constantly seeking out mentors and people to help me because I understand that I don't know what I don't know. Now, personally, I think for the most part, college is a complete joke. I think a lot of degrees, you could literally go out there and jump in the workforce, get experience, and make more money than if you spent 4 years in college. With that being said, there's several degrees like becoming a brain surgeon or a lawyer that you need specialized knowledge and you're not going to be able to just do it on your own. So if we take the analogy of becoming a brain surgeon, would you just wake up one morning and say, you know what, I think I want to be a brain surgeon and go operate on someone? So why would you think that building a business, you could go out there and do it on your own and you have no clue what you're doing? What's going to happen is you're going to make an insane amount of mistakes. You're going to cost years of frustration in your time trying to piece things together. If you want to fast track your results in any business model, the fastest path is to go find a mentor and someone has already achieved what you want to do and do exactly what they say. That means dropping your ego and being willing to get uncomfortable and do everything they say. I see so many people that I've worked with over the years that come to me for help. They say, okay, Zach, I'm ready to do this. I'm committed. Tell me what to do. I tell them exactly what to do. And they do like 1 out of the 10 steps because they perceive it's going to be hard or it's going to make them uncomfortable. For years, I was this very person and I was a moron. What I did is I cost myself years of success because I thought I could figure out everything on my own and do things my own way. I'd buy a course, get a mentor, and only do the parts that I wanted to do. And it wasn't until I realized there's a reason they're successful and I'm not. Once I actually found a mentor who didn't buy my BS, he helped me excel very, very fast. He would literally say things like, hey, Zach, we're going to do a webinar this week. And I didn't know how to do a webinar. I didn't know how to set it up. I didn't even know what to say. And when I would tell him this, he would say, Zach, you know how to use Google and YouTube, right? This same mentor went on to have me launch my first product, do my first coaching program, do my first live stream, all before I knew how to actually do it. And if I decided not to do it, he would fire me as a client. After hearing that, you probably think my mentor was a bit cruel, that he would fire me if I didn't do what he said to do, right? But the thing is he was teaching me to be humble. He was teaching me to drop my ego and stop thinking that I know everything. He was teaching me that I had to listen to somebody who's walked the path before me. You know, by trying to save money, by trying to do everything on your own, you're severely costing yourself tons of frustration, pain, and lost time. You know, the opportunity cost alone, you could be costing yourself thousands, even millions of dollars that you could earn sooner if you actually listen to somebody that knows what they're doing. A good mentor can literally shave years off your learning curve. They can figure out exactly what you're doing wrong and what you need to change, and then they can show you exactly what you need to do to actually get the result that you want. Okay, so I saved the best one for last. So reason number 7 is people don't know how to focus on one thing at a time. Like, this is the biggest reason I see people fail is because they're all over the place. You know, we live in this instant gratification society where we have like a 3-second attention span and we want a result right now. Most people are focused on the short term and they're not thinking about the long term. The average person's going to choose fun, exciting, and the pleasurable experience today without giving that any thought to how it's going to actually impact their future. When you consistently choose easy, fast, simple, and you're looking for loopholes, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for a painful future with lots of disappointments. You know, a lot of people will say things like only 1% succeed, and I 100% believe this. And the reason being is only 1% are willing to focus, master the skills, and work through the challenges. I want you to realize there's not going to be a single business model you're going to find that you can avoid obstacles, frustrations, struggles, and things that you have to overcome. Every single business has its own set of challenges, and you're definitely not going to find a successful person that just bought a course and literally was successful in just a couple weeks. You know, I see time and time again where people are jumping from opportunity to opportunity, and what they're doing is they're looking for things to be easier or basically to avoid frustration, and it's just not going to happen. You know, when I tell people to focus on one product, one traffic source, and do that for 1 year, they look at me like I've lost my marbles. Usually these same types of people will follow up with something like, but Zach, I was watching Gary Vee and he told me I have to hustle on every single social media platform. Or I was watching so-and-so and they told me if I don't get in this ground floor opportunity, I'm going to miss out on the biggest opportunity of this year. I want you to realize one thing. Everybody thinks their thing is the thing. The grass is always going to be greener where you choose to water it. You can pretty much take any business model and scale it to $1 million. You can pretty much take any traffic source or any social media platform and scale it to $1 million. You can take any product and scale it to $1 million. You don't need 50. If you can't sell one successful product or you can't build one successful business, what makes you think you're going to be able to do 5 all at once? This is madness, and if you actually want to build a successful affiliate marketing business, you have to kill all distractions. That means stop following 50 different people. Stop trying to go and join the newest opportunities. Stop trying to build on every single platform. This is a complete recipe for disaster. What you want to do is you want to focus on making one thing work at a time. In my opinion, focus and commitment is one of the #1 skills you can learn as an entrepreneur because absolutely no one has it. All of your competitors are out there being distracted on social media, trying to build 5 different businesses at once. They're following everybody. So when you can actually learn to focus and stay in your lane and only focus on what you're building, you're literally going to have no competition and you're going to dominate your marketplace. All right, that's a wrap for the 7 reasons. This is getting pretty long, but I want to leave you with one final thought, and that is that you're not running a sprint, you're running a marathon, and a marathon with yourself. What a lot of people do, and this is the biggest problem as to why I see people fail, is they constantly compare themselves to people farther along in the journey. They're looking at how much money they're making. They're looking at their relationships. They're looking at where they're traveling. They're looking at all the things that person's got going on, but they're not looking internally. They're not focused on self-development. Self-development and self-improvement is where the winning game is. When you focus on getting 1% better every day and you ask yourself questions like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to improve? Who can I get to coach me and help me get to that next level? You're going to be playing the winning game. When you're focused on what everybody else is doing, you're constantly going to stay stuck. You're going to feel bad about your results and you're not going to move forward. So focus on your lane, focus on getting better daily, and you'll be playing that winning game. With that being said, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. And finally, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video.